What is it about these two teams that bring that out in each other?
I mean, I think it's a pretty structured game. Two teams that take pride in defending. Two really good goaltenders out there. Just not a lot of scoring chance. I mean, it's the way the game should be played. You know, it's playoff type hockey. You know, you're going to have to take advantage of your chances when you get them.
Um, the matchup between Madore and Vanacek seems to be one of the best goaltending matchups. Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, they've faced each other 3 times, and both of them been phenomenal all 3 times. You know, I thought Rob was really good again tonight. I thought their goaltender was really good again tonight. Again, it's similar to what you see at the next level and beyond. I mean, it's hard to score on goalies these days. You know, you got to take their eyes away, and when you get your chances, you got to put them in. And especially with two tight checking teams, you're just going to not get a lot of chances after that.
What's made VTech so difficult for you guys to sort of figure out so far?
I mean, I think it's at times I think we haven't shot it when we've held onto it a second too long. The goals we've scored on them, like last weekend when we scored on them, it was on our stick, it was off our stick. You know, we didn't handle it, we didn't stick handle it, we touched it, we put it on him, got it there before he's set. Because when he's set, just like Rob, I mean, he's tough to beat.
The first goal sort of seemed like it came off kind of an unlucky bounce off the wall. The guy comes out of the box at the perfect time, it seems like, and they just hold possession until they score. From your perspective, when you see something like that happen, what do you tell the guys?
I mean, I tell them this: if we score that way, I tell them the same thing. I mean, just stick to it. You know, nothing changes. Nothing changes after a goal. You know, if things are working, you stick with what's working, and if they're not, you change some things. I mean, I think we got a pretty calm group that's now not really. You know, we have. I think early on we were kind of going through the ups and downs when pucks would go in our net or when we would score. I think we've kind of leveled that out where we play a pretty even keel game, no matter what the score is or who scores the goals.
With TJ's kind of individual performance on that one goal, did you feel like that happened at the right time to maybe change the momentum?
100%. I mean, we felt like it was gonna change when that happened. You know, it felt like you get one past them. Sometimes goalie confidence affected. Sometimes gives our life, the life to our bench, life to the crowd, things like that. And we had our chances in the third, and you got to capitalize.
It seemed like there was a couple of careless turnovers at times, particularly on the power play. How do you clean that stuff up?
I mean, you just sharpen up. To us, it's mental. I mean, the power play it's about 5 guys out working 4. It's not about 5 guys out finessing 4, 5 guys making cuter plays than the 4. 5 guys out working 4 guys, and I think that's something we got to get back to. Obviously, there's a lot of new guys out there on those units that haven't played power play before, and we just got to be better there.
How much rust did you see on Ryan Rupert?
Not much. I thought he was one of the best players on the ice. I was, to me, there's 2 ways you could handle that situation. He could come out and he could feel bad for himself that he's getting sent down, or he could come out and attack the game. And I felt like he was, like I said, I thought he was one of the best players on the ice.
Was that a no-brainer putting him on the same line as Matt?
Yeah, I mean, talking to Kyle, he said they got pretty good chemistry together. I've never seen them together before, but for me, I thought it was the best game Matt played as well. So obviously, there's some chemistry there between the two.
Particular reason why Vail missed his second straight?
Lower body injury.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. You've gone up against Vanacek head-to-head. If you could describe the battle that you two are having that's within the battle of the two teams.
I mean, I think in all 3 games, both teams have come out and played really well and limited chances and created some. And I think it's just a matter of making sure we limit the rebounds we're giving up and try and stay away from giving up any soft goals. And I think he's done a great job of that. He's very calm and composed.
From your end of the ice, if you were a shooter, how would you go about beating Vanacek?
Yeah, that's a tough question. I don't know. There are a lot of really good goalies. I think being able to see it from going from NHL camp to AHL camp here, playing in the AHL, you see that there's not a lot of difference between the goalies at the levels, and I think he's just not one of those. There's a lot of really good goalies in the East Coast League. I don't think there's one particular way to beat a guy. It's just got to go out and throw your best out there, and hopefully a few go in.
Kind of going off of the battle with VTech, when you know that you're going up against him, does that kind of force you or motivate you to turn up your game kind of to the next level?
No, not really. I mean, you just come out and try and be your best every night. and provide what the team needs. I mean, some nights you're going to win, you're going to give up 6 goals. Some nights you're going to win, you're going to give up 0 goals. You never know what's going to happen. So, it's just you go out and play your best and try and get a win. I mean, you can't really control a whole lot on the back end other than just keeping pucks on the net, keeping things simple, communicating with your defense. None of that changes, based on who you're playing against.
You picked one off the goal line in the third period. Can you tell me sort of what you saw in that play?
Yeah, I mean, someone threw it in front, and I kind of made a misread, and he tipped it up and off my arm, and I was lucky. Anytime a play like that doesn't go in, it's pretty much luck. And the defense, my D came in and bailed me out. Could have very easily whacked it in, but they, the guys were boxing out, and I think that's something you saw all night, and something that's, been a trend in the past few weeks. I think we've really started playing well. I think our process is good. We're not getting results right now, but at the end of the day, it's about being consistent, because if you play consistently throughout a 72, 76 game season, you're going to win the majority of the games, and you're going to be in the playoffs, and that's where we want to be.
Thanks, Robbie.
Yeah, no problem. It's nice meeting you.
Good to meet you.